How's it going, guys? I'm your host Dev04066 and welcome back to this week's installment of DragonFable. So this week we have a really small release called The Timeline, and the staff has been well aware that the story of Book 3 has been difficult to follow and unclear as to its progression. To solve this problem, this week we are releasing the new Book 3 timeline. This timeline can be accessed from Book 3 in the Book of Law and provides perspective and direction to Book 3's major storylines. We hope you enjoy it. So we'll take a look at the timeline in a little while. Before that, there are actually other stuff that has been added as well. So, along with this week's timeline release, they've also updated a couple of old quests to fill in plot holes or just general playability. So the quest Sheer Destruction has had its dialogue mostly reworked, as Leon's motives and the player's motives seemed unclear and out of character. The dialogue also previously placed it in a questionable area of time, and this has been resolved. You now only require 2 rose emblems to enter Sulan Eska for the first time, down from 20. So that is a big improvement for many players, obviously. I will assume that many of the remaining players have already unlocked Sulan Eska at some point, but 20 rose emblems just to unlock that area seems a bit ridiculous to me as well. So it's kind of nice that they've toned it down from 20 all the way to just 2. And for new players for players who have not unlocked the area yet, now is a great time to go ahead and unlock it and play through the Sulan Eska quest. Simone at Castle Veltriv has had a quest reorganized for the Calamity Saga, and the Calamity Saga has been made more prominent in her buttons. They are also encrypting their user data with a higher level of encryption. So if you are no longer able to log into your account now, you can try resetting your password, because passwords are now case sensitive. I actually didn't know that they weren't case sensitive before. I've always thought that they were case sensitive to begin with, but I guess that's always a good thing, higher level of encryption. So let us look at the Book 3 timeline. Wow. So here you can see the Book 3 timeline, the end of magic, alright. So they have stated that everything here is in exact order of which is in order of the notes. However, it is the relative length between each one is not representative of the time that has actually passed between each event. So take the length with a pinch of salt. So first we have a hero is Dog, then we have back in Oaklaw, then in Falcon Reach, player hatchling, and you can actually click on all of this to access the quest. So first off, you branch off here, returning to Ravenloft and to Idilia. And then there is the Gnomes Knoll here in Palo Village, Deep Void. Of course, you have the 1313, the Calamity Saga. Here the main storyline is the end of magic, Rosewood. Sense of Eternity happens here. Then we have the Full Moon and Swamp Lake. Here Amityville, the Blood and Roses Saga. Then here you are branching off a side quest, the Shears. Then here we are discovering Sulan Eska, very nice. And here we have the Deep Void Codex Saga in Book 3 Ravenloft. We have into the, obviously I can't pronounce this, the last chapter, War at the Core. We have the last part of the Atomic Saga, which I highly recommend all of you guys to go and play through. It's a really well written saga in my opinion, and really gives there's quite a lot of thought put into it. It's a very interesting quest line to play through, and I'm sure many of you guys will have enjoyed it, even though it came out many years ago. You guys can consider replaying that. It's definitely one of my favorite sagas inside DragonFable. Here you have the Veltriv Tomb, Breaking Dawn, Shattered, War of the Dragon Rose happens here. And then here you have the Fairy Court, the Locket, Blood and Roses, Sheer Destruction is here, War Room, just chilling, Ravenloft, and then we have more Madness, the Dragon Rider War here, and the Nest, which happens here. Okay, so to be continued here, obviously. End of Magic, the Unbound Timelines, Dark Devices here in the Dawn Saga, Animatic Epidemic, Tournament of Champions. And this is pretty much the end of the Calamity Saga right here. So afterwards we have the Tournament of Champions, Return to Limcrest, New Discovery, Apprentice, the Bargain. So this is the part where our hero meets Felwyn, the Verlyrus Saga. So we only have Sinnersons so far. There could be more. You can see here the Verlyrus Saga is actually branching out into a side quest rather than a main storyline. the hero meets Secundus. So this is really interesting here, and this will perhaps branch out into the Flash Weaver and Chaos Weaver storyline in time to come. There is Fear right here, the Thorns, and then here we have the Gala, and we have Across the Sea. Here you'll find Helm's Harbor and Exploring Nibelheim right here. So maybe this part will eventually cross over into this part, because they are around the same area, and hopefully we'll cross paths with that soon. There is your first Weaver Saga. There's Valoria, the end of the beginning, and obviously once this comes to an end, then the whole cycle repeats. You can click on help as well, so it just tells you how to use the timeline basically, and yeah, this is really interesting. So we shall head on over to Castle Beltriff to see what difference the Calamity Saga has made. So you can click on this, and then okay, they've added an arrow here. You can click on Cative, and then you can click on all of this Calamity Saga, Cative, yep. Okay, so it's basically just adding an arrow here. And then there's a Black Winter War. Calamity is bigger in size. You can click on this to enter Castle Beltriff to farm for your bloody monster hearts for your forgot what that class is called. And of course this stupid thing, almost forgot about it. So the moment you click on it, it actually moves you. So this quest is still a little bit buggy, as you guys can see. I'm unable to exit. The moment I click, it actually sends me forward instead of going backwards. So I can't move back, and I'm gonna teleport to hometown right here because I don't want to do that quest. So, and if you click on the book tree map here, is you still have some of your key buttons here, but then instead of the Ravenloft Saga and whatnot, you have the timeline here instead. So that's really nice to see. Some people do prefer the quick travel buttons. For me, I actually do prefer this because you can actually jump to a lot of places using this timeline alone. And even though the quick travel button is nice to have, I would have liked to see both of them at the same time, since there's still plenty of space to add inside the book tree book. So this whole part here is still empty. So there's that. You used to be able to access the first Weaver Saga and whatnot from the map alone, but oh well, it's just a few more clicks, nothing too big. And will I actually redo the whole Shears quest here? I don't think I would. You guys can go play through that to see what kind of different dialogue they've added. And that's pretty much it for this short release. Hope you guys have a great weekend ahead. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And of course, be sure to subscribe to my channel for more of such future content. Till the next time, this has been Dev0466. Peace out.